Hello! You're planning to do a Disney Culture Representative program, but you've never visited Epcot before? Don't worry, I will tell you everything you need to know about your new work location. Let's go! Epcot is one of the 4 theme parks of Walt Disney World located in Orlando, Florida. It is the park that is focused on technologies and innovations of tomorrow, but also on nations and cultures of today. Epcot opened on the 1st of October 1982, which makes it the second oldest Disney park located in Orlando, right after the Magic Kingdom. The name Epcot stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Originally, Walt Disney himself had plans to create an ever-changing city exploring new technologies, so like a Disney living space. Instead, the company decided to create a theme park. Each Disney park is represented by a specific icon. For Epcot, that's Spaceship Earth, an attraction based on human history, especially communication. The architecture of this ride is actually pretty cool because it's this gigantic sphere made out of 11,324 little triangles. Well, the attraction kinda looks like a 180 feet tall gigantic golf ball. In addition, Epcot has its own mascot. He's called Figment, and he's this little purple dragon who's actually an idea come to life. Figment is pretty popular among the Disney guests, so you might end up finding him on different merchandise, but also in activities going on throughout the park. He is part of a ride called Journey into Imagination with Figment, where you travel the Imagination Institute, learning something about the different senses. Well, only up until the little dragon decides to crash your tour, and then instead you witness what kind of mischief this creature's up to. The attraction counts as a Disney classic, also due to the soundtrack written by the Sherman Brothers, who are actually Disney songwriter legends. They wrote stuff for Mary Poppins, Winnie the Pooh, and The Jungle Book. According to them, One Little Spark, so the song playing in the ride, is actually based on Walt Disney himself. The message is to trust in your own imagination. Imagination. Most people seem to love the song, but some might find it a bit annoying. Epcot is a pretty festive park with festivals happening throughout the year. Woo! They start with the Festival of the Arts, move over to the Flower and Garden Festival, then the Food and Wine Festival, and at the end of the year they celebrate the Festival of the Holidays. Each one of these festivals comes with special merchandise, food booths where you can try food and drinks, shows, performances, activities, and cool rethemings of areas in the park. Moving on to the park structure. Epcot actually has 2 main areas. The first one is Future World. This part is focused on technologies and innovations. Here you will find iconic attractions like Spaceship Earth, Soarin', where you fly all over the world, Mission Space, where you become an astronaut, or Test Track, where you design and test your own car. Technologies and rides aren't all though. At the Seas with Nemo and Friends you can find an aquarium with over 6,000 sea creatures living in it. And of course, there's some fun character meet and greets where you can interact with your favorite Disney characters. The second area is called World Showcase. This is where the guests travel around the world and they get to meet the cultural representatives from all over the globe. For this unique experience, Disney created several pavilions based on different countries. The 11 countries you can visit at Epcot are Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, Italy, America, Japan, Morocco, France, the United Kingdom, and Canada. These pavilions reflect the different cultures, so the traditions, the language, the food, the drinks, and the architecture. On its opening day, Epcot only started with 9 countries. Morocco was added in 1984, and Norway was added in 1988. Another fun fact about the Morocco Pavilion is that it was actually sponsored by the King of Morocco at that time. Everything in World Showcase is culture themed. That means they have specific performances, shows, rides, and character meet and greets based on the different countries. For example, in the China Pavilion they have acrobats, in the Italy Pavilion they have a mime, and in the Germany Pavilion you can meet Snow White because her story is based on a German fairy tale. Due to the insane popularity of Frozen, Disney decided to create a Frozen area in the Norway Pavilion. So you can ride a Frozen-specific ride, and you get to meet Anna and Elsa. While traveling around the world, guests can stop at Kit-Kat fun spots. This is where little and not so little guests can learn something about cultures in different countries. A specific cast member will teach you some words in their native language, or they will do some other fun activities with you. Ta-da! Another cool thing guests can do is the World Showcase Adventure. This is an interactive scavenger hunt you can play on your phone. While you walk through the different pavilions, you do little missions, and then from time to time you get to see some magical things happening in the different locations. This game started in 2009 with a composable theme. In 2012, the theme was switched to Agent P from Phineas and Ferb, and nowadays it's based on DuckTales. Woo! Something else you might hear about is drinking around the world. This is when adults decide that they want to try an alcoholic beverage from each country. The center of World Showcase is a big man-made pond called World Showcase Lagoon. This is where the nighttime spectaculars, so the fireworks, happen. People used to gather around World Showcase Lagoon in order to watch illuminations, reflections of Earth. This nighttime spectacular was around for 20 years. With the help of fireworks, flames, lasers, and a gigantic Earth globe, the show told the story of humankind and gave a hopeful outlook on our future together in unity. Although the show was pretty popular and people still talk about it today, the last showing of Illuminations, Reflections of Earth was on the 30th of September in 2019. Instead, Disney will introduce Harmonious, a nighttime spectacular about the power of the Disney music. And that's everything you need to know about Epcot. So, whether you've been there or not, what is your favorite fact about the park? I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then, stay magical.